Your fatigue could also be a result of common mental health conditions. If you suffer from depression, stress, anxiety, or are dealing with grief, you can find your energy drained. These common mental health issues can make you feel tired and listless. In some instances, a medical condition can leave you feeling exhausted. If you are experiencing chronic fatigue, it is essential to talk to your doctor to determine if you are suffering from a severe medical condition that is resulting in chronic fatigue. Here are some of the common medical conditions that can result in chronic fatigue. Depression will not only make you feel sad and empty, but it will also drain you of energy. It can cause you to lose sleep, which will result in more fatigue. The first step to correcting this issue is to seek out professional help to address the problem. Diabetes is the body's inability to produce any or enough insulin to maintain proper sugar levels. While type 2 diabetes can be controlled with diet and exercise, type 1 will require medical intervention. Having unstable blood sugar levels can lead to exhaustion and fatigue, and can lead to long-term damage to your body. Chronic fatigue syndrome can make you feel certain disabling tiredness that will last for months. Causes can be physical, mental, or dietary. However, there is no specific test that can diagnose chronic fatigue syndrome. Sleep apnea is a disorder that results in the intermittent stopping and starting of your breathing while you sleep. This pattern will cause a lack of oxygen to your body and a lack of sleep. Toxic exposure can leave you feeling drained and fatigued. Chemical solvents, dust, chlorine, and other pollutants and toxins can not only result in chronic fatigue, but can also cause long-term damage to your body. Chronic inflammation is one of the most common causes of fatigue. It can be caused by stress, improper diet, injury, and many other things. It is essential to determine the specific cause and get the proper treatment because along with causing fatigue, chronic inflammation can also lead to long-term damage to joints, skin, and other organs. Nutritional deficiencies are one of the biggest causes of exhaustion and fatigue. When you are pushed to the limits physically and emotionally, getting the right fuel in your body is extremely important. A proper balanced diet of fresh fruit and vegetables, lean meat, and grains are imperative. To fight fatigue and extreme exhaustion, you have to identify the root causes of your condition. Symptoms of fatigue. The main sign of fatigue is exhaustion and tiredness, especially after completing strenuous physical activity or mental exercise. While you may rest after the activity, your mind and body may still feel exhausted. Here are some of the other symptoms of fatigue that you should know if you want to learn how to overcome it. Physical symptoms. The physical symptoms of fatigue include sore muscles, dizziness, abdominal pain, headache, bloating, vision problems, and painful lymph nodes. If you experience any of these symptoms for more than 2 weeks, it is essential to talk to your doctor to rule out any common conditions that can lead to chronic fatigue. Psychological symptoms. If you have chronic fatigue, you may suffer from poor concentration, apathy, or a lack of motivation. You may also experience moodiness, indecisiveness, irritability, hallucinations, loss of appetite, memory impairment, poor judgment, slow reflexes and responses to stimuli, sleepiness, or drowsiness. By knowing these symptoms, you can identify if you are suffering from chronic fatigue or if you are just tired.